Welcome to WW's Terenas stand, 12-player Terenas stand. 4 new tavern heroes, a customized mercenary camp in the middle with custom units, added marketplaces. Sounds very similar to something someone else made. I don't know who that was, but yeah, it isn't actually my map, this one. It's a little different. I did check just to see whether all the pathing and the positions for units and trees and stuff like that are the same, but they are different. Obviously, we're going to go with a different neutral hero because there's 4 of them. So let's try to get some weird ones. See what we can get. I'm just going to get those farms right away, actually. Probably into rifles. They're pretty overpowered, especially for big team games. In very small enclosed spaces. Alright, I'll have a look at those heroes again in a second. I'll just get everyone set up to do what they need to do. It gives me some time to read into the hero abilities. So these are the 4 new heroes at the top. Hero Pax Sivrion. Oh good, everyone's spawned in the right position as well. We're all on the right hand side. The enemy will be on the left hand side. It's a 6 versus 6. You've got the neutral here as well, neutral creeps. Pax Sivron. Assassin hero, adept at decimating individual units, devastating maybe or something. Can learn crit strike, bloodthirsty, bash. Wow, he's got crit and bash. Okay, he sounds like a bit of a no-brainer really. Furion, healing wave, sacred intervention, sacred heal, and eternal blessing. Pretty strong support hero. Invoker. So he's got summon bear, summon centaur, summon lover's spawn, and inferno. Pretty awesome if you've got an archmage. I could get Archmage and then that, but I'm probably honestly not gonna. I'll probably go for the other ones. Ready to work. Unless we go Archmage into Invoker into the support for like massive summons. Okay, I'm gonna switch my mind there on that one. I know people might say that Pax is overpowered, and he probably is overpowered, but I'm gonna switch my mind a little bit on this. Because I see the potential of what Archmage can do. Plus it's a team game. Brilliance Aura. It's all good. We all like the Brilliance Aura. It's very nice. It's very comfy for those that enjoy the magic. Human being rushed here, so careful overclocked. I trust you know how to move your peasants. Does get there somewhat. I'll put some pressure on with at least 1 militia. That's what you should do. You should send like 2 militia to constantly attack the Archmage. And then just concentrate on micro and the rest. Wow, you're actually going to get surrounded. Fucking nice one there. Oh, they're both trying to put pressure on him. So this is like a hero rush. That is very nasty. Luckily you do actually get the kill, but that has hurt you a lot. Alright. Can't even get that. Yeah. Because I changed to Archmage. Oh, this is such an aggressive push. Poor Overclock's got like nothing here. And I've not built for like such an aggressive build as well. Why you people have to be so aggressive, huh? Poor Overclocked.
Off I go then. Ready to work done. What is it? Our allies' town is under siege.
I'll have to double barracks this, I think.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Was not expecting that level of aggression, but perhaps I should have been. This is obviously, like, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with rushing so heavily in this, because whilst it is a strategy, it's also, people are just trying to adapt and learn the game a little bit here. What this has to offer. Orb of Lightning, Orb of Kill Jaden. Doesn't look like it does anything. It sounds like shitty Orb of Fire. Well, slightly better Orb of Fire. Slightly less shit Orb of Fire. Orb of Slow is actually really quite good, but I still... Orb of Wham and Lightning are the better ones. Oh no, are you going to Blizzard my units? Oh my goodness, you can get Orb of Wham already. That is pretty broke. Very aggressive from the enemy team. Very aggressive. This might end up being an incredibly short game. Oh my god, you can get Orb of Wham already. It's crazy.
More gold is required. More gold is required.
shooter.
Our forces are under
We do need to actually put pressure on. As much as I'd like to try to creep the middle and get whatever goodies are there, if your allies are being pressured somewhere else, you need to put pressure on the enemy team.
The town is under siege.
You have a target?
What? Yes, well.
Aye, sir.
So we need to make them feel pain.
For glory! What? $4 town is under siege.
Nice try on the Stormbolt. I was already moving my Archmage out.
Aye, sir. I'll take care of it.
Can't move these, unfortunately. They're stuck.
Job done.
Aye,
Our allied town is under siege.
time to go.
This is definitely going to be an A move of Fest. I'm going to change the team colour so you can see more clearly what's going on. Blue is me, teal is any ally, and red is the enemy. You can see there's a lot of red.
You have a target?
Our allied town is under siege.
What is it? What do you need? I'm your sword and loaded. What do you need?
I think they're dead down here already. This might have to be a remake. Gender, I'm not so sure if you should be taking to castle right now.
You have a target?
Might have to play this a couple of times.
I'm your shooter.
I'm not going to get to experience the new heroes or anything like that. That was me. That was silly. I was thinking, oh yeah, we can get to tier 3. You can get all several different heroes, try some different strategies. Nope, game is over within like the first 5 minutes.
You have a target?
What?
Aye, sir.
Require my assistance.
Locked and loaded.
Glory for great. Our allied town is under siege. Require my assistance.
I'm your shooter. What do you need?
Research complete.
I'm your shooter.
That is a lot of creeps. Very nasty as well.
Aye, sir. What do you need?
A little bit above my pay grade, those creeps.
Our allied town is under siege. Your word? You require my assistance.
What do you need?
Well,
I'm your shooter.
you require my assistance. Well, what is it? Our allied town is under siege.
You have a target? What do you need?
What is it?
I'm your shooter. Aye, sir. You have a target? I'll take care of it. Your shooter. You have a target? I'm your shooter. Aye, sir. You have a target?
Well,
Aye, sir.
what is it?
Aye. You have a target? I'm your shooter.
Under siege.
What do you need? I'm your shooter. You have a target?
Allied hero has fallen. Require my assistance.
What do you need? I'm your shooter.
For glory.
You have a target?
Perfect. What is it now?
I'm your
Forces
shooter.
are under attack. You require my assistance? Off I go then.
Aye, sir.
What is it now? Get on.
What do you need?
You require my assistance?
I'm your shooter.
Our allied town is
You
under
have a
siege.
target? I'm your shooter.
What? Well,
So many fiends. Maybe they can push back and get some advantage from this.
what is it now?
I'm your
I wish I had a level 3 Archmage. I thought I was always Tekken as well.
Hero has
You have a target?
what?
I just kind of want to get an overpowered Archmage just from the creeps. But it's a hard game to do that in. Because of the pressure constantly played on their allies.
You require my assistance?
Locked and loaded.
What is it?
What? You have a target? Time to go. I'm your shooter. You have a target? Aye, sir.
You require my assistance?
What do you need?
What is it?
I'm your shooter. Aye, sir. What do you need? You have a target? Aye, sir. I'm your shooter.
What? You require my assistance?
What do you need? Aye. What is it? I'm your shooter. I'm your
You
shooter.
require my assistance?
You have a target? What do you need?
Hey, level 3 Archmage. The dream is realised. Let's try to get the sick experience.
You have a target?
Boost up the Archmage to like level 6. Unless it's already been done. Oh wow, looks like some interesting stuff in the middle. Might want to stop building units. They're very stubborn, these creeps, though, to pull over. I know they're constantly attacking up at the top as well. It's 3,000 health, huh? I'm trying to explore more of the map before the game is over. Yep, that base is gone. It's just too much to fight versus. Come on, big experience. That was quite big experience. But these creatures are bloody hard. Those ones are very clever at picking out things because they're ranged. Oh, base is going to get wrecked. This escalated way too quickly. Alright, we'll try Arena. Hopefully the next game won't be quite so one-sided. Trees have 1k life. So, massing Ancients of War. Does that mean they get Ancient? Do they get 1k life? Ancients of War? Got 1300 health on this one. Okay. I'll give some resources to do so. Like, that's number one thing. I'll go neutral hero. I'll actually get that Pax guy this time. You could tower at the bridge. Kidson, what are you up to? Hopefully my resources were not wasted in vain. Can send a wisp out to see how aggressive they're going to be. These two sitting here. I think they're supposed to stop you from being overly aggressive, but it looks like they don't aggro very easily, and you can probably just run past them. We'll find out with a wisp. Yes, you can. Yeah, better get an Ancient of War, really. Nothing too overly aggressive, but still building for units, like you would expect. Even Nerubian tower in this one at the back. Yeah, Deity, thank you very much there for the 2-month resub.
Why?
Why? It's time for Pax. Pax East. Pax West side. Blade Master style. He hasn't got Wind Water. Oh, he's got Vampora. He's an Aura King. Okay, so we're going to go with Crit first. That's going to be tough, though. I'd have to go Famp last. Famp is only going to be more powerful when I've actually got strong units to benefit from it. Or rather, a more powerful hero to benefit from it. Vampora doesn't do much for low-level crappy units. Okay, well, there's a rush again. The towers are ready, as I suggested, for the 2 players on the outside. They are here, at least. Nocturne, better get your towers up, boy. You've been warned, and we've also had the experience of the last game to know. So no making the same mistakes again. I'm going to go with Orb of Lightning on this guy. It's actually more expensive than the Orb. But it's better on the Blade Master. Replenishment Potion. Actually, sorry, you can have that. I'm nicking that though, sorry. This is Aura. This is just, I need to get him like Circlet and stuff like that, just to keep him as strong as possible. Because he's just a passive dude. Doesn't have much else going for him. Doesn't even have Wind Walk to get out of situations, it's just passive. It's got a strange attack pattern though. Like, what's that?
Let none survive.
No Wind Walk. Coil. I'll get coiled again, so I have to hide. I bet they didn't get an orb of disappearance or whatever. I have a pot. Thank you. Hope you didn't just buy that for me.
Sacred grove is being desecrated. On your mark. All music done. I stand ready. All music.
Alright, I'm going to do something very cheesy, because they kind of did it to us last game, so it's our turn to be cheesy. Yeah, I don't normally just take the pot because it's there. Thank you though for the pot, but I'd rather save it for when he definitely needs it.
Finally,
Went the way.
I can wait no longer.
Can do a little bit of middle, but certainly not the middle.
Insufficient gold.
Insufficient gold.
I'll consider
Looks like they've already done it.
whatever you say. I'll consider it. Finally, whatever you say. Let none survive.
Our warriors have engaged on your mark.
It does look like it's got 100% prot rate, doesn't it? Okay, it's not balanced very well then. His attack animation is so clunky though. His actual attack doesn't go off until like about a quarter of a second after you think it should have done. Something like that. Let the cheese commence. Don't tell me you weren't thinking the same thing. Admit it, for those that were strategizing in the chat and whatnot, YouTube, do you think you knew what I was going to do here? Were you thinking the same thing? Because that is pretty damn cheesy. I think on my map I made it so it's much harder to reach the gold mine belonging to this player. Yes, that is pretty bad. But because on this map I can reach it. Yeah. Well, that'll teach you. You were part of the rushes from the last game, so I don't feel bad doing this. Some nice mercs. I think there might be some nice mercs. We could try to pick them up and run away, but it's not easy because those creeps are tough.
Great finish.
Have they been crept? Who the hell managed to creep the mercs in the middle? I didn't even see that. Alright, no, they haven't been crept. Mercenary Archer, just try to absorb this Druid, Witch and G-Master, Necromancer, Lancer, Shadow Lady.
Lady! Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
They look like they provide a lot of buffs and stuff, which is very good for the team. They're more supporter, more support style. Alright, he's got an actual heal. That looks clunky as hell though. I think I'd rather go healing wave. Lol. I'm not even going mass glade throws here. I'm just getting a couple just to be irritating.
I have a land to defend.
Lady.
I've no
Dulled my senses. Something is amiss.
I have a land.
Oh, there's those wolves.
It shall be done, War Chief. For Kalimdor,
He's fine.
is amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Did take a lot more damage than I was expecting.
Anudora threatens these lands.
Probably go mass talons, I think, this game. Along with whatever mercs I can pick up just because it's more interesting.
An allied champion has fallen.
Whoa, those wolves do way more damage. Are they critting on every single hit?
Shall be done.
No, they're not, but
Anudora
I have a land.
you double click.
Have no time.
is amiss. Threatens these lands. The land I are one. For Kalimdor
We elves are not.
God damn it.
these lands.
Our sacred grove is being.
I don't think this
Our
is
warriors
particularly
have
super
engaged.
balanced.
Threatens
I've no time. Our sacred grove is being.
You can't share the same hotkeys.
We elves are not.
Those wolves are fucking ridiculous. Look how fast they attack. They ain't even close. Do you even balance your own game, mate? They're not even close to balance, those wolves.
An allied champion
Well, we know
has
which
fallen.
units are the overpowered ones
An
now.
allied champion has fallen.
They have like a 0.5 attack rate. That's pretty ridiculous.
Upgrade finished.
It's a 5 food unit.
An allied champion has
It shall
fallen.
be done.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Is amiss. The land and I are one. Threatens these lands. The land and I are one.
Don't think my hero's coming back because the altar got destroyed.
The land and I
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Press the attack.
An allied champion has fallen.
dulled my senses.
Torfala Nordora.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Dulled my senses. The land and I are one.
Need some help over here.
Our warriors
I'm pretty
have
dead.
engaged the enemy.
As sleep dulled my senses.
An allied champion has fallen.
Dulled my senses. Anudora. The land and I are one. It shall be done. Anudora.
Shit, his unit's blocking now.
Your building is complete. Our allies' town, our champion has fallen. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
This is so imbalanced, this map. What happened to my glade throws anyway?
Our allies' town needs help. Point the way. On your mark. Your move.
Those wolves are broken as fuck.
Point the
First
way.
one to mass the wolves wins.
Waiting on you. All too easy. Insufficient gold.
Obviously not very good versus air, though. Their attack rate is just absurd, though.
Waiting on you.
You can still build to counter air. You just go hippos and wolves. Imagine if Night Elf could build that. Hippos and wolves. Wolves are part of nature.
Your building is
So yeah, it makes sense.
Say no more. Die. Say no more. All too easy. Say no more.
Ah, okay.
Point the way.
Got frostworms now. Might have to focus more on the anti-air.
On your mark. Die.
They're all getting mass air. You need to back off and go for heavy anti-air. Get tanks.
Point the way.
Tanks win. Of course my base is being focused. There we go. Game over for me. I can't defend versus that. It's hard for me to show you off too much of this game. And GG.
On your mark.
It's basically now an observer game.
Your move. Point the way.
Tanks, 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 tank, tanks. Tanks, 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 tanks. Tanks, tanks, tanks. Tanks, tanks, tanks. 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 More tanks. You should have like 4 or 5 workshops with that amount of gold.
Point the way. Say no more. Fair enough.
Tanks, 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 tanks. Tanks, tanks, tanks. Tanks, tanks, tanks. Tanks.
Point the way.
Oh no, they're 3-0 tanks. 0-3 is the way to go. Have you got the upgrade though to hit air with the tanks? Because I don't think you do.
An allied champion, our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I really want to kick Overclocked because he's clearly going out of his way to focus me here.
For Callum,
I noticed him doing that earlier with the sleep.
Allied's town needs help.
it shall be done.
I'm not allowed to play the game.
Our warriors have engaged. Our allied champion has fallen.
I'll do a 1 versus 1 after versus Overclocked here. If he wants to play the focus game, he can now do a 1 versus 1 or be banned from everything. And he's also banned from Legion TD.
An allied champion has fallen. Our allies' town needs help.
The tanks are hitting air now. Like, there's 0 coming back now. There's no altar. So you can thank Overclock for this now. At least I could have had heroes to play with. Looks like Kidson's going to struggle to get a hero back as well. Orb of Corruption. This is what happens when everyone has access to Orb of Corruption as well. I told you that item is broken as fuck.
Our allies' town needs help.
If he loses, he gets banned. Yes. He has to beat me to not get banned. It's a pretty close game though. Wolves need to be removed, because actually the rest of those units are pretty balanced, for the most part. They provide a buff and an aura, but they're not super overly statted.
Our
Yeah, Nick says, I know it's a melee game, but I feel they should really cut WTii a bit of slack just so you can get to play the game. Absolutely. But it's also, that's the problem. I do get focused because I'm the one that's streaming. So that's why I do this whole, now you need to 1 versus 1 me or you get banned permanently. There's a punishment for it. If you want to be that guy that goes, woohoo, I'm on camera! Well, you better be ready to beat me in a 1 versus 1. Because if you can't beat me in a 1 versus 1, you're never being on camera again. I'm well aware of this. I've played on stream enough times to know how this deals. I don't think we're going to win this, though. They're taking back too much, and the anti-air just isn't enough anymore, unfortunately, although the tanks are nice. Buy back a hero from the tavern. It's doable. Is it worth it, though? It's just going to get killed in like a split second. Better to try to get an expansion back, but it's not easy to last versus bats. Punishing attention whores by 1 versus 1 of them on stream, sexy time. But the thing is it's not just a 1 versus 1 and then you're done. It's a 1 versus 1 and then you're done for good if you can't beat me. So they know what they're getting into. Everyone here knows what they're getting into. They want to overly focus me. You can have your 15 minutes of fame, but that's it. It's gone. Gone for good. What do you mean it doesn't make sense, sexy time? How does it not make sense? How does getting permanently banned and never being able to play again make sense for those that want too much attention? Not make sense. You explain that to me, how that doesn't make sense.
Our allies' town needs help.
No, I like to 1 versus 1 them afterwards because it then puts them on the spot. Because they think they're all big and mighty when they try to fight me in a team game. See how they do in the 1 versus 1. It's very good for humiliating people. Haven't come across anyone that's able to beat me yet. If they beat me, then I get banned. Yeah. I get banned and I'm never allowed to stream again. Send in the tanks. Tanks, 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 tanks. That is a game over, though. No amount of tanks is going to save us now. It's a fun map. Clearly has its problems, though. It hasn't been balanced at all.
Our allies' town needs help. Your buildings. Our allies' town needs help.
Two upgrades on the defense for the tanks.
Our allies' town needs help.
I did get my base back, but I think I'm about 6,000 gold behind.
Our allies'
Speaking of which, the gold mines do have nearly unlimited gold mines, so you don't have to worry about expansions or running out. Which means more gold for tanks.
Kui-san,
Yes, go ahead.
what the Iron Troll is doing right now is putting heads in a pot. They have to boil for 20 minutes so the eyes can be used in a second dish, an eye and raspberry sorbet.
Sounds good.
Just want to be in the YouTube video.
An
Ain't that the
allied
truth?
champion's fallen.
Thank you there, Donis. Overclocked has only been banned from Legion TD, from deliberately team killing in it. But now he's going to be banned from everything when he plays me in this 1 versus 1.
Our
Have we got like a 300 food cap or something? Oh, that's just because I got the colours on. Because everyone body goes frostworms.
The globe is being desecrated. Our allies' town needs help. town needs help.
Is there a hotkey to change the color of allies and enemies? Yes, there is.
Our
Alt A.
allies' town
If you
needs
press
help.
Alt A, it changes the colors. So you can either have it set to, where is it? All units use players' colors. So, for example, I'm purple here. Then you've got brown and blue. Or you can set it so that you've then got minimap color displays the allies and enemies. So that makes it clearer there. Or you can have it so that all the units actually display the allies and enemies. So here we can see the enemies. And I guess allies over here. Alrighty, GG. Who would have thought mass frostworms would be what we're left with at the end?